Welcome back to the WBH CREW Podcast with me, Kevin William, and my buddy, my pal, my co-host, Dina Sun. So lay back, relax, grab some snacks, and enjoy today's episode. Let's go!
Welcome to another episode of the Worst Behavior Podcast. Today, with my co-host Kevin William and our guest star Camille Tafkat. Camille, how are you?
Hey, cool, I guess, existing. Thank you guys for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. How are you?
It's a pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure. We're good, bro.
So tell us, how have you been this past week? How have you been dealing with the whole situation of like curfew, like 8:30 basically?
Well, the curfew situation personally for me is very, 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 very hard because I am a night person. I work mostly at night. I make my music at night, and this is where it gets weird because I actually start working at around 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and I go all the way to 4 a.m. So this curfew messed up my entire way of working because I don't have like a specific time or day, like I have to go to work today. I'm here with you guys, it's like 10:05 p.m. I might feel some inspiration an hour from now and I cannot go to my studio, so that's messed up for me. Like it.
Yeah, that is messed up.
What I can do about that.
Hey, that's true. When this whole thing starts affecting like your entire career and it starts fucking it up, it's messed up for you.
It affected a huge part of my career last year because by February last year I only had 2 albums released and we were about to start my second tour to promote my second album, and it was going to be a good tour because we would go for the entire year, February to December, and we would go to every capital of Mozambique. And we only performed the pre-show. We didn't even get to perform the actual first show. I just performed the pre-show, and I had to cancel that tour a week after. So it already affected my career as far as touring, because that's where I make my money. I mean, that's where I used to make my money with music, with the stage concerts. And now it's affecting the final production of my 7th album because I have a 7th album to finish and I am now working on that because of this situation.
All right, I hear you. Not only has it affected your career, but it affected how you're living currently and how you're dealing with your personal life and all that.
Yeah, most definitely, because I don't have a lot of friends, and now I don't hang out with you guys, and
sure, that's been
and the other friends, like we used to hang out a few years prior to this. It's complicated because when you spend so much time by yourself in between 4 walls, you go a bit insane, because you're left alone with your thoughts, and that is not nice most of the times. If you are a person that is battling or dealing with depression, like that's my case, that's not a good thing to do, to be by yourself in between 4 walls for the amount of time that I'm being forced to. It's very hard not to go insane. It's mind in such crazy days these days.
Yeah. But all right, let's get into the nitty gritty.
Nitty gritty.
Yeah.
You you
The fuck?
are the first pop star of Mozambique.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Yes.
That is-
How
That's a
do you see yourself as an artist? What kind of artist are you? How do you position yourself in the Mozambican spotlight?
Yeah, how do you do you?
How do I position? I'm answer the first question the dean made. How do I position myself in Mozambique, right?
Yeah.
As an artist. Well, that's a hard question because the public should be the one doing that. I can't do it by myself, but my personal opinion on how I am as an artist is prolific, unique, and eccentric, sometimes bizarre. I am just the most different artist that has ever come out of Mozambique so far. And answering to Willie's question,
Yeah.
how do I do myself?
Yeah.
How am I? Well, I simply wake up and exist. I don't try too much. Contrary to popular belief, I'm a very simple person. I don't need much. I believe in God. I pray a lot. And I don't ask for much, you know.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief, I am not a Satanist
Whoa.
or anything like that. I believe in God, and I only have fear in God. And I'm a very simple person. I don't put in too much into doing what I do because it's something that I love doing. I simply wake up and there it is. It's a God-given gift, and I'm very thankful for that.
Whoa. Cool.
That was deep. That was deep.
That was the like the part of like
Sorry.
thinking him as a Satanist. Ow! Wow! Why do this? Like
Here's the thing. It's been this year marks the 5th year of my singing career, and
congrats, bro. Congrats.
Thank you. It marks the 5th year of the singing career, and it will mark the 16th year of my career in general.
Woo.
So as far as the singing career goes, unfortunately, we live in a very ignorant country. We have a lot of ignorant states of mind in this country, and people just don't understand what I do. I made a cover of Marilyn Manson's "The Beautiful People" in January 2020,
I remember that.
and
Yeah. That was dope.
you guys were actually you two were actually the first people outside my production team that heard the song.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I sent it to Dean first, and then I sent it.
Okay.
Like, we just had the song done, and I sent it to Dean, and then I sent it to you.
I'll be honest.
So-
I was a little bit shocked when you sent the song to me. When you sent the video, because you sent the video first, then you sent the audio. I was
Boy.
I won't deny. I was shocked as fuck when I saw the footage. I was like, "Oh shit! He actually did it. He said he was gonna do this motherfucking thing,
And he did it.
and he did it."
I
In my
to,
mind,
yeah.
I was like, "He's just saying it, you know? He's just saying it. He's not gonna actually do it."
I made that short film. I don't like the term music video. I always say short film.
Yeah.
I made that short film, and people started with this wild conspiracy theory that I filmed the video inside the Ronil Cemetery.
People were crazy.
I have-
People were crazy. Like, oh my god, why did he do it? I was like, you what?
Never set my foot inside the Ronil Cemetery. Number one, it's locked. All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
And people go in. I know some people that go in and they jump the wall. I have no reason
the
ever to jump a wall of a cemetery. All right. So I filmed it at this abandoned building. You guys know the abandoned building near City Hall?
Yeah.
It's been
The one
Yeah,
that
that's
never
where I
finished.
shot.
Never.
Yes,
finished.
that's where we shot the video. And as far as the cemetery takes, Dean, I was actually at your place,
Yeah. You actually asked
your
me to
internet
download the video.
when I downloaded. Exactly. So people watched the video and they presumed that was the Ronil cemetery,
exactly.
and that was exactly what I wanted them to think, but they took it way too far, saying that I'm a Satanist and I go to that cemetery to do sacrifices to benefit my career.
Bruh.
And
Damn.
I sometimes wish that was true, because I would have a lot of money that I don't have. But people still think of me as an Illuminati person.
That is just amazing how funny people don't like connect one thing to the other. Why? Right
and
away, they went to Illuminati, not to your.
I like to play with people because I do the symbols that people presume to be Illuminati, because they are basing their beliefs on conspiracy theories. None of these people actually go out to study what Illuminati actually means. The word Illuminati in itself has a meaning. And the secret society that once existed had a different meaning. People don't put in time or effort to do the actual research. I meant, and people just, they listen to stuff and they're like, yo, man, that's true. Jay-Z did it in his video, so if he's doing it, so there it is. Yeah, that's
stories.
That's not my problem at all.
Yeah, people think people take the whole Illuminati thing way too far. Sometimes it's like you don't even have a basis for it
all the time.
Yeah,
they take it with everything is Illuminati, and that's not the case.
That is so not the case. This is how bad they make this shit. You get obsessed about, they're talking about so much about Illuminati. You actually go search for the videos on YouTube and you're like, holy shit, those fuckers actually were up to something. But this is wrong. And then suddenly you're just in a loophole on YouTube watching about Illuminati, and next day you're just pinpointing somebody like, this person does this, so Illuminati. Like, bitch, really?
Yeah, the like Michael Jackson used to say, the bigger the star, the bigger the target. So stars do shine. That's where I use the term Illuminati, because it means enlightened in Latin. And I believe and I am sure that I am a very enlightened person, because all of the things that I do, no one has ever taught me to do them. I like I said before, I wake up and just do it, and I believe that's a God-given gift. And I consider myself an enlightened person. So sometimes I do say, yeah, I am Illuminati, meaning enlightened. And people simply, take it way too far.
Yeah.
Another form of saying you're enlightened, it's saying you are blessed. And I believe I am genuinely blessed with all the things that I know how to do, because it takes years to do one of the things that I do, years studying and practicing. And a friend even asked me a few days ago, I've seen you rehearse your voice, but I've never seen you rehearse your dance moves. And I told him, I never rehearse my dance moves. And I never do actually rehearse my dance moves. I just do them.
But dude, you do it so smooth. It seems like you've already practiced it so many times.
No, not really. When I feel I'm a slave to the rhythm, whenever I feel
nice.
I just vibe to it, because I'm really not thinking about anything. I'm just listening to the sounds, and the sounds dictate what I should do with my body. And if I do rehearse my moves, while rehearsing, I'm going to do something, and while performing, I'm going to do something way different. So I really just do things, and I believe that's a blessing from the creator, you know. So I like to say that I am an enlightened person, and people just, you know, fuck shit up. And I'm not responsible for that at all.
Yo, damn.
Like,
I
But you guys know me. You've never seen me do some weird shit
no,
like that.
I've seen you doing just weird stuff. Like, why are you making that? I was like, it just seems funny. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave you because it's funny. Like he does crazy, funny ass shit. It's just like, why are you doing this? It's funny,
I don't know. I'm just a bit crazy, I guess.
bro. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Dean is actually way funnier than I believe both of us together.
Well,
a lot of people don't actually know that Dean is like this person ever.
I'm no artist. Let's get that out of the way, okay?
Bro,
Let me correct. You are. Let me correct. Like, can I tell you why you are?
What?
Because you are a chef, a professional chef, and you create food, and food makes people feel a lot of things.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. When I said
you're an artist, because you create emotions on your food. If you can create anything, my friend, you're an artist, because artists have the gift of creation.
No,
and you create. So you're an artist right there. Willie's an artist because you know you're an artist, man. You take pictures and you edit stuff. Yeah, we're all artists up in here.
We're all artists. I gotta agree with that. But
because Willie also does the graphic design and all that, and he's very prominent in that area.
He actually did a cool 30-second
when I was talking about being an artist, I wasn't talking about the thing. Like, I'm not talking about art as like a specific form of art. I'm talking about art as in the art industry, you know, the film, the music industry, and all that. I'm not the kind of artist, not the comic.
Oh no. I mean, not yet. We never know what the future holds in store for you.
Hey, you never know. You never know where life takes.
Imagine if I start cooking one day. That's gonna be fire, because I'm afraid of cooking.
You're afraid of cooking? Why?
Of fire. I'm a very chicken person. I'm afraid of pretty much everything. I don't like anything that can cut me or hurt me or burn me. So stove, distance from. I only go to the kitchen to eat the food, not to make.
But okay, you just said you're afraid of anything that can cut you. Imagine you're eating. Imagine you have your fork and your knife, and for some mistake you just cut yourself. Like, oh my god, blood. No, like whoa.
No,
whoa.
I wouldn't like react like that, but I would get pissed off. Just 2 weeks ago, this was funny. I was opening a window in my studio, and I ended up cutting my finger, and I got pissed off because I hate having scars and things pretty much on my, like face and my hands. I don't like it. But okay, so I cut the finger. 2 days after, I went back there. I was opening the same window, and I again cut myself on top of the previous accident. And now,
the fuck?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck?
And I was with a friend. She was there. We were supposed to do some recording, and I just started saying cuss words, like raining cuss words out of my mouth. She was like, "What's happened?" I said, "Look at this. I cut myself again in the same fucking place that I fucking cut myself last week. Fuck this shit, man." Every time I heard myself, that's pretty much my reaction. I just start saying very curseful words, like "fuck this," "your mom, bitch," whatever.
So you're telling me the window has something against you? You better watch, bro. You
I
better
guess the
watch
window.
yourself.
That's because the window broke when I was trying to close it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you got it pissed. Yep, you got it pissed. That's all. Like shit, you break me, I'ma break you.
That was
Huh?
cold.
Let's.
Oh man, are you guys drinking anything tonight?
I'm done drinking.
Yeah, I've heard you say that
I-
like 2,300 times so far.
No, when I say I'm done drinking, it was like done drinking for
For tonight.
Oh,
Okay, I just finished my gin and coke.
Am I the only one who's sober here? Man, I feel so
Now I'm
lame.
sober also.
lame.
You know, this quarantine, I've been drinking so much at home out of frustration that alcohol doesn't really affect me anymore.
Exactly, you're home. What are you gonna do? Like for 2 seconds? Okay, that was fun. Now
Yeah,
what?
yeah. You see, just drinking out of frustration, trying to black myself to sleep.
Okay. Onto more substantial topics. Let's roll back 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks
Yes,
ago.
yes.
That was
You-
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. You went to a live program. And well, everyone saw what happened. And everyone commented and had something to say about it.
Yeah.
Right? What's your take? What's your take on what happened?
Well, what's my take on what? On what happened to me, or what
Like-
people were saying
like-
about me?
The whole
No,
shit.
not what people said about you, but like you watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you manage to watch the whole thing? Like, when did you rewatch what happened? Like, no, okay. Like when you look back into the day,
Yeah.
do you wish you would have done something different, or do you wish it had gone different from in any perspective?
No. Here's the thing. Media loves propaganda. Fred knows exactly what my sexual orientation is. And proof of that, unfortunately, none of you know. This is the first time that I'm commenting on what happened. When I got there, we were on the break, about to come back on air. And the first thing he asked me was, how are you doing after what happened to your wife? So I don't know how he managed to go out from asking me, how am I doing since my wife's passing, to, are you gay? That's a stupid thing to do.
Yeah, that was...
Because he knows I'm not gay. But he was, reading the comments that were there online. So his public was asking that question. So
Okay.
he was just simply trying to please his ignorant public that, just like him, happens to be ignorant as well. So he was trying to feed out through propaganda, trying to humiliate me. And some people on internet are defending me, saying that his behavior towards the artist was wrong. He humiliated the artist completely. Here's the thing. I don't feel humiliated by what happened. But it was an humiliating thing because, first off, I said in January that I was done giving televised interviews. And
We cheated the system. We cheated the system. Look at us.
yeah, you did, because I said, and I'm take this cue and say I am done with televised interviews. I didn't say anything about radio or no. Actually, I did. in December, I said my last radio interview. So I didn't say anything about like blog spots or podcasts. This is my first.
Yes,
This
again.
is my
cheated
first
the
podcast
system.
ever.
Oh.
I didn't say anything about that. People just pursue like, but you say he wasn't gonna give any more interviews. I never said that.
Hey. This is a
Exactly.
podcast. You can't say shit to our
And it's a
guests.
podcast,
This is a podcast. This is not
with
fucking-
my friend. So I wouldn't deny it.
Exactly.
You know?
Hey, fucking.
But back to the subject. They invited me because some people were like, why did you go? Ooh, like I had anything to do with it. His producer of that show called me. He actually woke me up begging for me to go because I said no, but he was begging for me to go, and I was like, Epa, why not? You know, it's not like I have anything important to do. So I went there and I told them straight up, I don't talk. I'm just gonna go and do my songs. And he was like, yeah, sure. I went there and I was surprised with the fact that I was going to talk. And here's the thing. Before me was De La Vega. So De La Vega was there performing some weird music, saying some weird things. He knows what he is doing. So he was doing his thing. And I'm a very competitive person. And I was like, yeah, I cannot let him be the topic of the week. So I need to do something that will overshadow what he did and will uplift me as an artist. So I took the opportunity and decided to talk. But I had no idea that I was going to be asked stupid questions. So when the stupid question was asked, I said to myself, this is the moment where you take control of the situation. So he tried to humiliate me, and I simply said that I like pussy live on television using,
Oh God,
you know,
damn it!
because first things first, I am
No
done
way.
with the gay stuff, the gay rumors. It's been quite a while, even before I started dressing and looking the way I do now. It's old. It's an old rumor. I really hate it. I'm done with it. So he really pissed me off with that question, and I was like, all right, I need to answer this once and for all. I'm not gay. I like pussy. Deal with it. You know? And then he proceeded to drop the questioning, and I proceeded to perform the lead single of my new album.
Yeah.
We cut to commercial. I was pissed and I was walking out of the set, and they said that I should stay. And I was like, I've done everything. They're like, nah, please stay. I'm like, I'm staying. So I stayed there. We came back for part 2. Mauro Flow was there. And this weird dude that wasn't even on the guest list, he was begging outside the door to come in because he had something important to show and whatnot. And Fred was actually generous and was like, all right, come in, sit down, show us what you got. So this weird dude came, last minute decision. He showed up and he started promoting his work and started saying some weird facts about his work, facts that are true to him. So Fred asked him, because he said my album is the top selling album in Mozambique as we speak. So Fred was like, who told you that? Where do you artists do these researches? Where do you come up with this facts?
Statistics.
Yes, thank you. Statistics. Where do you come up with these statistics? And he was like, there's no need for those mathematics. And to what I and Mauro proceeded to grin a bit, like, you know, this is what happens when you say some dumb shit and then you get questioned, you know. So anyway, that part of the conversation was done. Fred decided to come back at me, asking pretty much what Dean asked me a few minutes ago about where do I position myself in the arts here. And I said, like, I am the only artist in this country that looks like I do, and I don't need to make any research anywhere. And then he really pissed me off by saying, "You're the only artist that dresses gay." I got pissed off.
Yeah.
Because by that point, I had no idea that gay was a dress code. I had no idea that gay have a dress code.
Yeah.
And I got pissed off. I proceeded to remove my glasses, and I was saying, cool bro. And that was me. Actually, I had no idea that I said that out loud. I was saying it to myself, actually. Cool bro, because I was really pissed off, you know. And and then I just started being a bit aggressive because I had no other thing to do, because I really felt offended that he was marginalizing gay people, using me as the poster boy. Here's the thing, being completely honest, I don't see anything gay about the way I dress, because I know a lot of gay people that dress like regular straight dudes, let's say.
Yeah.
And I know gay people that actually look and behave gay AF. And I'm talking about, you know, Shelly Gaspar, for example. That's a whole other type of gay right there.
That's a whole other type.
I am not anywhere near those categories because I am not gay, point period. So that offended me a lot. And the other dude, this weird singer that showed up last minute, tried to defend me, saying the dumbest shit ever. Like, let's say, Fred, if Camille committed a crime, to what I proceeded to say, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like,
because he was like, if Camille committed a crime, where do you think it would go? Regular prison or female prison? Because he looks so pretty.
The fuck?
No, because he said that, because he said because he looked so pretty, he would, and his beauty is so beautiful that he looks like a girl. He would go to the a female prison if he committed a crime. I got real pissed off, and I asked him on air if he wanted to get punched. Because by that point, I really didn't care about anything, because there's a thing with most artists, especially in this country, they forget that they're people. I never forgot who I am, where I came from, where I come from, and I never ever have I stopped being myself, regardless of my social status, a public figure status, artist, whatever you want to say I am. I was saying, I never forgot who I was, who I am as a man, as a person, as an individual. So with that being said, I don't really care about what people are going to say or think about my actions or the way I behave when I'm in public, because before I'm an artist, I'm a person, and I have my standards, I have my limits, and there's a line, you know, all of us have a line of tolerance. And that dude, both him and Fred crossed that line many times that day, and I was pissed off. So that's why I proceeded to ask him if he was up to getting punched, and I was a bit aggressive towards Fred, and I even said I am from the streets. I don't know what people made out of that statement when I said I'm from the streets. I know what I meant, and it's very real what I said, and I don't take anything back. Now, people's opinions are very divided. I've been seeing some things that people send me there's a part of the majority of the internet is actually mad at Fred, and I'm happy, very happy that my quote unquote interview made people see him for what he really is, a person that invites his guests to disrespect them and disrespect their work in front of them on live TV. So a lot of people got offended by the way he was treating me. So a lot of people are defending me on the internet. And there was somebody that said something interesting. That person, I forgot the name, said, even if he was gay, he's an artist, and you didn't mention his art not 1 second. You were just talking about the way he chooses to dress.
Fact.
And that exactly. I'm an artist. I'm a singer, and amongst other things. And that was never the topic of the conversation that day. It was insisting on a question that I've answered with no. You know?
Yeah.
And even tried to make fun of my accessories, and I explained why I wear my earring and stuff, and they're all pretty personal things to me, you know. And there was somebody on the internet that said something interesting. Said, I like the fact that he's keeping his wife's memory alive by using parts of her clothing, and that's exactly what I'm doing, and it's not rocket science.
Yeah.
You know. But of course, we have other ignorant people that are calling me names, you know? And to that, I don't have anything to say that says more about them than it does me. So I don't really have anything to say.
So it's like this. So you got the internet, the internet, the people that watch, the people that assume things. So you have basically a divided front, like the ones who actually are on your side and actually saw that what Fed was doing was wrong. Like that's where. Then you have the other part that's just ignorant people that just don't understand. They follow
because
something
the internet is divided.
Get.
Exactly, they're divided by my fans and his fans. They're fans of his work, saying stuff like this. I don't care about what they say. You're doing a great job. I mean, no, he isn't. But that's their opinion, and I cannot say anything about that. And I have my fans that are being the best fans in the whole world, that are defending me, not only on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, but on their personal WhatsApp conversations. They send me the amounts of stupid shit that their friends send them, and they always fight back in my defense. There was this dude that asked a fan of mine, a girl, is he gay? And she said, he's more man than you will ever be. So I love that. I love it. Love it, you know?
That is a straight up punch to the face.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. You know, I'm very thankful to my fans, especially now, because as time goes by, my fan base is getting larger, and I'm very thankful to have them with me, because, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing for people that appreciate my work, and they appreciate it a lot. So I'm very thankful for that.
Hey, you got an army of fans behind you. They're gonna support you, bro. They're gonna lift you up.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope so.
Man, no, if you trust your fans, man, you'll get somewhere because of your fans. You know, as an artist, you have to climb up on that social status because of your fans. You know.
Yeah, that's true. It's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
But moving on from the nitty gritty. Moving on from that fucked up subject, there's no other way.
That was fucked up.
That's a fucked up subject. It is.
Just trash.
No other way of expressing my feelings towards it. It's a fucked up subject. What do you think of art in Mozambique, where do you think the art in Mozambique is going? Where do you think the art industry? When I say the art industry, I mean music and film and um, anything. Even if it's the dumbest shit ever, even if it's the dumbest shit ever that you've ever seen in the whole wide world. Like, where do you see it being in a few years, and where do you see like now?
All right.
Like, how do you see art now?
Here's the thing. The first part of this answer is me correcting what you said. You said industry. Well, we don't have an industry. So that's already a very fucked up part of the conversation. We don't have a record industry that actually produces albums, produces records, and sells them. We don't have a Sony. We don't have a Warner Brothers. We don't have an Atlantic. We don't have none of that. We don't even have Mozambican artists signed to labels such as that. And we don't even have a single store, just a single store of Sony or Warner Brothers selling albums in this country. We don't have a record industry, period. With that being said, singers do not make money with their songs because there is not an industry that can do that.
Yeah.
As far as film, we don't have a film industry because we do not produce films.
I mean, we did produce
a lot
that is on Netflix,
We produced one movie. That's not an industry.
Okay, fine.
It's two. One movie.
I know it's not an industry, but
and the production team behind that is not a movie team. Is a commercial. Is a publicity commercial production company that I've happened to work with them as a model in one of their commercials.
Okay.
So it's not. We don't have Hollywood or Bollywood. We don't have an industry here. That's why you don't have actors.
Yeah.
The only actors that exist in this country belong in theaters. We have Mutumbela Gogo on the Avenue Theater, and we have Gungu at Gilberto Mendes Theater, and they're divided. The Mutumbela Gogo actors do drama and some weird shit, and Gungu does comedy always.
Okay.
Show me one actor
What
of the country. Show me one actor that actually acts and touches your soul. Because being a comic, being a comedian doesn't make you an actor. You're a comedian. You make people laugh. In other words, you're a clown. Right? Show me one actor. Show me Johnny Depp coming out from Mozambique. Show me Leonardo DiCaprio coming out from Mozambique. We don't have those things here. And if we do, we don't know where they are because of the lack of industry.
Yeah.
As far as concerts go, we don't have an industry as well, but we used to have before the coronavirus. We used to have a lot of concert promoters that promoted big events such as Moments of Jazz, Festivalas Go, and things like that. But look at their prices. They're absurd.
Yeah.
It's for a specific group of people. And by that I mean it's only for wealthy people. Ludlow concerts cost 5,000 to 10,000 a ticket, and it's not even Michael Jackson who charged that much.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson didn't charge that much. When Michael's final tour ended in South Africa, and 180 rand was the price ticket of Michael Jackson's show. 180 rand, that's cheap, bro, for Michael Jackson. But if Michael Jackson wasn't charging huge amounts of money, who is Moreira Shongisa to charge me that?
Damn, true.
You know, we don't have
Yeah.
we don't have an industry here because Mozambican leaders invest on wealthy people and rich people that belong to
Yeah.
society of what they call government.
Yeah.
They don't care about the general public that actually brings money, you know, because
Yeah.
if you charge 5,000 a ticket, you're losing 5,000 people to go to your show.
Yeah.
True that.
So
True that.
how can I call this industry if the industry is like a private party? Because it is a private party. I've been able to go to many of these concerts because I myself am an artist, so I don't pay. So, but I feel bad for the fans of these people. Fans of Jimmy, fans of Moreira that don't get to see them because they're too expensive.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have pop stars in this country. Because what's the definition of a pop star in today's world is Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, Bruno Mars, and so on.
Yeah.
We don't have
The references, yeah.
We don't have those things here because there is no industry that can support a pop star. And I know what I'm talking about, being the only pop musician ever in this country so far. You know,
Yeah.
just a few days ago, just yesterday actually, this dude contacted me saying, I'm a marketing professional, blah, 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 blah. I would really like to work on you, but you need to change the style of your music. To what I replied, never.
Oh, damn.
Damn, are you serious? No, I'm offended, and I'm a marketing student. I'm taking this to heart, my guy.
And last
Like if you said like, okay, we're doing. Damn.
became a singer, a famous singer. She only has like, I guess, 5 months or 6 months to her entire career so far, and she's doing very well, because she's not an independent artist, unlike myself. So she has the whole label behind her that pays everything. So she is very well known. And being as young as she is, she thinks that her talent is doing the work.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, it isn't. So she came to me and she disrespected me completely. She said a lot of painful things, hurtful things. And one of those things were, with that style of music, you're not going anywhere in this country. Well, that's true. I don't want to go anywhere in this country. My music is not for this country's mentality. Actually, my music isn't for any country's mentality. My music is for the minds of those that like it. And they can be in this country, they can be in South Africa, they can be in Brazil, they can be in Mars. As long as they like my work, my work is for those people that like it.
Yeah.
And I am not a whore that will change myself, my music, my style in order to make other people feel happy. I'm the artist. Make me feel happy. Buy my work, buy my tickets, or I don't know, bro. Just support it somehow. Because I'm doing all of this for you guys, the general public, not only my friends, but everybody. Because it's out there on the internet, meaning it's going to be there forever. Even if I delete it, it's going to be there somehow. You know?
Somewhere like a little house in Japan, so it's playing closer.
We don't have industry. We don't have an industry in this country, because if we really had, we would have more artists, we would have more genres, and we would have pop stars that would make people go like they do when Angolan artists come here.
Yeah.
Angola has an industry. They have a record industry. That's why they're so successful. Name one successful artist of Mozambique that is recent. There isn't any, because they all belong to Bang Entertainment, and they are the same ones that we grew up with. And they don't even release anything because they have said it have to say. We're done with Zikush and Name and Lisa James's and Damas do Blink because it's now. And they're not putting new out because they're not doing music anymore. That means you're not a real artist. If you are a real artist and you do art, you do other things, you are not a real artist. And I know what I'm talking about because I had to sacrifice a lot of things in order for my art to proceed as it is, you know? And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of saying it. I didn't finish. School. It got to a point where school was clashing with my career. I had to make a choice. I was 18 years old and my parents were like, you choose. I chose my career. Because I'm an artist. I got a 9-to-5 job. Because I don't know how to do 9-to-5 things. Unless that 9-to-5 means being on stage. Oh yeah, I'm going to do 9-to-5, 24/7. You know?
Yeah.
We don't have an industry because our artists use music or art as a hobby. Use as a hobby. Well, you can see we have an industry for that, right? There's no such hobby.
Yeah.
All of our artists have other things to do. Nelson Yashungu is a lawyer. Sometimes he sings. So you're not an artist. You're a that sings.
That sings.
You know? Name one artist. You know, Dean, your uncle Nelton. He's an artist. I don't know what he does besides music. He's an artist because he plays a lot of instruments. He plays with big names. And he looks like an artist. You look at him and you instantly know doing something related to art because of the looks. That's an artist right there. You call yourself an artist. You look like a suit person.
Yeah.
Nothing
That's fact.
against the suits. Y'all know I love this. I don't wear them anymore. Suits, but here's the thing. Pop stars do not wear suits.
True.
That's just not the thing, bro. That's just not the thing. If you're an artist, you need to prove to yourself first that you are. Because when you're honest to yourself, eventually you're real to other people around. So I wear my heels to do the most simple thing, like going downstairs and buying bread. I'm wearing my heels. I have my makeup on because I'm an artist. And people need to know that artist is here.
Yeah.
Music, so-called artists only be presumed to be artists when they're on stage or in television. Outside of that, they have real names and they dress normally and they have real lives. You know what you're doing? What you doing? If you're an artist, a real one, know that never stops. It only does when you die, and sometimes it goes on even after you die. That's why 12 years after Michael Jackson's death, still the biggest selling artist of all time. He still sells more than he did when he was alive. That's artist. A real art.
That is a concept that in Mozambique a lot of people are still gonna struggle with, and that is a concept that a lot of people still won't understand. I was talking the other day to a few people that actually know your work, and they saw a little bit of like the interview that you had with Fred, and the comment was always the same. Like, one fact we can't deny, like any of us, we can't deny. Mozambicans are not ready for certain shit. Mozambicans are not ready.
You
for
know what? You know what
certain
Fred
forms of
said when the program ended. He came to me. We fist bumped, and he said one thing: we are not ready for you, Lee.
What the fuck?
He said you put on a great show. I knew I always knew you sang and danced, but I had no idea that you could actually perform the way you did. So we ain't ready for you at all. Joking and ignorant stupidity aside, he actually came to me and said, we are not ready for you. If you can leave where people will accept you, go, because here, forget about it. And that's a fact. Because yesterday, I don't know if one of you seen my status on WhatsApp. I was talking about music videos in Mozambique.
Yeah. No, I actually saw it.
Right? We only have what's a music video here? A slow motion effect?
Yeah.
A half naked bitch? Some cars and alcohol bottles?
Some playback
And
cars.
it's always on the same spots where every other artist made a similar music video to a similar song concept.
Exactly, a hotel, a very well known
And
hotel.
that concept
restaurant.
that concept in itself came here with MC Roger in the 90s. To answer another question of yours, where do I see art and culture in Mozambique going? Going nowhere. It ain't moving. Because it ain't moving. We're doing in 2021 what MC Roger was doing in 1997. We ain't moving. It's 24 years that we've been doing the same shit. 24 years.
Yeah.
In 24 years, we're still playing Marabenda and Panza and Kizomba. Repeat. In 24 years, no R&B stars, there's no pop stars, there's no jazz. We have all of those things actually, but they never go mainstream because mainstream people don't allow real musicians to become mainstream in the first place because they own the industry, quote unquote industry. They own it. And there's a lot of bureaucracy up in this motherfucker. You have to pay large amounts of money for your song to play on the radio, for your music video to play on Gloom channel. It's stupid because you have to pay like 6,000 for your music video to play on Gloom. Listen to this, and I want you to listen to this carefully. You have to pay 6,000 for your song to go on Gloom channel, your music video to go on Gloom channel. Now my question is, Justin Bieber's What Do You Mean is actually an anthem for the Gloom channel. Does Justin Bieber get paid? No. So why are they playing international artist music videos for free that they took it down Vevo, and they're charging us 6,000, and then they come up here and be like, we got to support local art. Fuck off. Support local art. Don't charge artists to play their songs. Pay artists for playing their songs on your channel.
Exactly.
Because imagine this, even if you pay, you got the people watching. Do they even know they have the statistics? Like, when I played Camille Tafkat's song, this many people reacted. This many people might go to him and like check his stuff out. How many people you paid? They put it and they're like, okay, let it roll. Analyze shit. Analyze how many actually saw and really liked the song to the point of linking them up to the song on SoundCloud or somewhere else so they can support the artist. No.
You see, we don't have an industry here. We don't have Mozambique Music Awards anymore. That thing didn't last. We don't have a Video of the Year award ceremony here. We don't have anything like a Grammy Award or an AMA or a VM. We don't have it. So we don't have an industry here. We have Vibratox.
Freaking
And
shit.
this is how Vibratox works. It's a Vodacom thing. Only a Bang Entertainment artists win Vibratox.
Yeah.
Or Bawito music artists win Vibratox, being Mr. Bao himself.
Yeah.
And who
So
votes?
basically, it's
Who tell me who votes? Who votes? I have never seen a public petition of voting for Vibratox. I just see the awards happening and the categories. And now, best upcoming artist is. Excuse me. Do you know the amount of upcoming artists that I know that, just like myself, are independent artists and are struggling for the past half decade? And you're telling me that Valder Artístico, that is not upcoming in anywhere, is artist of the year, upcoming artist of the year. Nigga doesn't even speak Portuguese well. How is he winning an award? He doesn't speak Portuguese well, and he sings songs in horrible Portuguese, and they give him an award. That only proves that the system is broken. Because Walter Artístico will never play a concert in Portugal speaking like that.
Yeah.
But he is here winning awards and shit.
That is very true. That's something that the population here are not ready to accept.
You guys know
no one
song
is
here
seeing.
that says, não era preciso me trair, você só tinhas que dizer. What is that? What is that?
Honestly, I never heard.
But
Honestly,
but that song is famous. It was playing everywhere like 2 years ago. Playing everywhere. And people loved it. People loved it. And I'm like, what's going on? How can you? Oh my god! It really pisses me off. I get irritated. I'm sweating right now even, because it really pisses me off to see that we have talented artists, musicians that are not being credited to what they do, and a lot of these mainstream artists steal their work. Lay Lizzy steals work. There's a lot of songs of Lay Lizzy that he stole from artists that I know, that they produced the songs, they wrote the songs, and he stole the song. And nobody says nothing about that, because number one, in Mozambique, when you talk, you get killed. And
we talked about that.
And my family even gets concerned with certain things that I do and certain things that I'm going to do eventually, because they're fearing for my life. Sometimes I do fear for my life myself, but here's the thing: nothing is ever going to change if you don't talk.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
the number one
things
problem.
like this. What you guys doing with this podcast right here? You know, this is what we need as a nation to grow. You know, freedom of speech. This is what we need. We need young people that can take over the wheel, because let's be honest, we are the generation that is going to take care of everything else, because our parents are dying. So it's up to us to make the change. And fortunately for us, we actually have social media and internet, so we actually see everything, every bullshit that happens, we actually see it.
Yeah.
But we're too afraid of talking, because our parents, coming up from a very fucked up country, taught us to be afraid. Here's the thing: the government ain't gonna kill people like they were killing back in the day, because internet is all over the place. People are gonna get mad. So should stop being afraid of talking. They say it's a free country, freedom of speech. Let us talk. They just arrested that said some things towards the president. He got arrested. Why? You know how many people say stupid things for the queen and they don't get arrested? How many people say,
Exactly.
who are you? Who are you?
There's one thing about this guy and
Who
this
are
man. The guy didn't. He could have said that like out of free will, but when you get to film it and your video is shared, you got a problem.
Remember last year?
There's like
Remember March 2020? I posted a video when the coronavirus pandemic started and the lockdown started, and young people were going out saying, this is people, so let's enjoy it.
I remember.
You know how many people got mad saying that I don't have respect? Nigga, I don't have respect. I'm making a video because I am mad due to lack of respect. There's a pandemic. Back in the day, nobody knew anything about coronavirus. They were saying, stay home. And young people were like, yeah, old people stay home. Let's enjoy. Tell me, how am I not supposed to get mad? And say the things that I say, and I am not apologetic. I don't regret it. I will say it again eventually. This country is full of dumb people that I really wish the coronavirus can wipe them out. We have a lot of people that are just occupying space. They are occupying space. And by that, people like yourselves, like myself, and a lot of other people that some of them we know because we hang around. Our mindset, our way of thinking, that is different and would bring some revolution to this country, gets overshadowed by the huge amounts of ignorance. We're in a country, we don't have a public library. We only have one. The entire country only has one public library. How is that freedom? People are not allowed to read.
That's never.
People are not allowed to read in this country. That's not freedom.
That is very true.
If you turn on every news channel of this country, they're saying the same thing. And it's always government. Nothing else. It's government and football. And it's not even important football like Ronaldo's fucking mama, tiku. Fuck.
The dudes that literally play and lose at home. That is sad. How do you play in your own country and fail?
Because Mozambicans, unfortunately, were to be losers. Be okay with that. Do you understand what I'm trying? This country was trained to be ignorant and be okay with that, because everybody sees what's going on and everybody's like, okay, no. That's not the mind. That's not the mindset at all. If it's wrong, tell it that it's wrong, because it won't ever change. If you just look at it and like, so did you see novella? No, bro, that's
not
like
that's
I've
not
been
important. Like,
fighting this fight, and I will fight this fight for the rest of my life, because it happened to me, my wife, just 5 months ago, due to depression. And who's talking depression in this country? Like professional people,
No.
fucking government people. Who's talking about depression? Who's investing in training our mental health professionals to actually be professionals? Nobody's talking about that, and I'm so outraged to know that the entire African continent, this is one of the biggest continents in the globe. This continent is huge. Africa alone supplies 80% of the world's resources. 80%. So how am I not be outraged to know that of this entire continent, Mozambique, the country with the highest suicide rate in Africa. And I am the only motherfucker talking about that. Only because I don't see any talking about it. Because they don't know that's a fact. I mean, am I going to just
Indeed.
go through what I'm going through and just be quiet, knowing what happened to her, and another sad statistic is that in Mozambique, every 6 hours, one child gets sexually abused at home by a family member. Who's talking about that? You know?
Yeah, that's the life we live, and those are the days that we go through here, and sadly, that's the mentality that we have to endure every single day, every single living, breathing moment. But yes, the more we talk is like,
as a nation, we need to stay united. As a nation, we need to stay. And like I said, with things, initiatives such as this one, the Worst Behavior Crew, you know, a free space for people to just share their mind. We need more of these. Yeah, I was saying I want to congratulate you guys for starting the Worst Behavior Group podcast, because this is what we need. You know? So,
bro, we just really imagine we created this out of before it was even a podcast. It was just a little thingy we used to just do. It was like, worst behavior, fine. But to actually create the podcast was the point of, you know what? We have our shit. We have people
when we saw we could do a lot more with it. When we saw we could spread the word of people.
Yeah.
We saw we could augment the voice of a lot of people, whether it's artists, or it's just regular citizens, or people that actually make a change,
who live
that actually do something.
So congrats on that.
So we just want to augment the voice of everyone that's out there, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a student, whether you're a singer, whether you're a model, whatever you are. You're welcome to spread your wisdom and what you feel like your country is not doing just, how your country is not being just towards
you. Taking that cue, I think we can move on to a lighter subject, which is the albums.
Yes, tell us about.
Yes, we're gonna give you like a 1 minute plug. Go on, just keep do your thing. We're gonna give you a 1 minute plug. Talk about your album. Talk about your project.
I just released my 6th album called Magoado Apaixonado. It means how can I say that? You guys help me out. I haven't thought about
that.
Damn.
I don't want to say some dumb shit, but
say some dumb shit then. Fuck.
Say some dumb
I
shit.
just released the Say Some Dumb Shit album, and
yeah.
I'm just gonna say. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I've just released the Hurt Motherfucker album, my 6th album.
bro. People are actually gonna
All right,
literally
all right.
type this.
I'm sorry, I forgot I was with friends. People
Bro.
just go search for Magoado Apaixonado.
Exactly. That's exactly how it is. If you get it wrong,
Oh,
go back
please
and
listen to the
this
podcast. It's
again
awesome.
just to
We're
hear this.
spitting out some truth. Yes. Okay, let's be serious. My sixth album, Magoado Apaixonado, and it's this album was interesting to make because I was producing another album called Forever. And We Are Forever album is my biggest project ever. It's not only a music album, it's going to a lot of other things that I don't want to say too much now. But it's due to release this year in September. It's
Okay.
an album for my wife. It's a mix of songs that I've wrote for her when she was still alive, and luckily she got to know those songs. The sad part is she's not going to be here to witness the final cut of the songs. I wrote songs and I just sang like I made the song for you, listen, and she's not going to listen to a studio version of it. And I'm finishing the songs that she got to know, and I'm working on new music based on what's during these 5 months for passing. And it's the best work I have ever made, and it's different from anything that I've ever made as well. And you can have glimpses of the change in my music on this Magoado Apaixonado album tracks, because they were actually produced during for We Are Forever album. Deja Vu was actually supposed to be the track that was going to close the We Are Forever album, but I decided to let it out now. So if you listen to Deja Vu and you listen to the rest of the Magoado Apaixonado album and the previous album before, it sounds different in itself. And I decided to release this album because I didn't want the We Are Forever album to be the 6th album. 7 means perfection. Since it's my best work, it's my masterpiece, I'm making this album to sound perfect, to be perfect. I was like, yeah, I need to put it out as a 6 so that can come out as a 7. So I actually refer with my with Leo, my producer, I refer to the Magoado Apaixonado album as a taking out the trash album, because it's an album that really doesn't matter to me that much. I mean, I like it. It's my first R&B album, and I really like it. And it's my last album that is pretty much entirely in Portuguese. I'm not gonna do any more Portuguese albums like this. Some songs will eventually be in Portuguese, but it's not going to be a full album in Portuguese. This is the last, and I'll tell you why. You know, during the process, of being a widow and working on the We Are Forever album, I actually met this lady. And she made me feel things that I haven't felt since I met my wife. So I found out that I can still fall in love. And that was weird for me, because I never thought I was going to be capable of, feeling such feelings again. So I met this girl, and she's very beautiful. But she happens to have a boyfriend, and she happens to really love the boyfriend. And this is where it gets interesting. This girl has absolutely no idea that this album is for her.
What the fuck?
So she has no idea
Whoa,
that I like her.
boy.
Well, if she listens to this now, she knows.
Oh, we don't know. I mean,
And her name is actually I sang her name on the back vocals of the opening track before you go. If you plug in headphones, you can listen to her name. I say her name on the closing, on the fading out process of Deja Vu, and I say her name very explicitly on the fifth track called Alcohol. If she didn't get that, I mean, there's nothing more I can say. I don't know.
Like, girl, your name is on the song. If you're not getting this,
I mean, you guys want to hear the name? You guys want to hear her name?
Earphones in.
Gonna give you an exclusive.
Ooh, bro. Bro, you do you, bro. You do you.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah.
My guy. What you about to do? What you about to do?
I'm not gonna say her name. I'm just gonna give the initials. Well, my sixth album, Magoado Apaixonado, was made for this beautiful, beautiful, almost porcelain looking like lady that has these initials, NS.
Okay, everybody that listen to this, go fucking spam NS. I don't fucking know. Find out, search. Camille will. I don't know. He will not admit ever if it's her or not.
I mean,
bro, just go.
I'm not gonna. I wouldn't say that I'm not going to admit it ever. I might admit it someday, but I don't know, bro. We'll see. But just know this: if you're listening, if you break up with your boy, just know that I'm here, waiting for you.
Damn. Oh
yeah.
It's in the open. It's in the open. Girl, if you listen. Yo, there's a boy for you here. Just don't look.
Yeah.
You're already
because she always sees my status, and I even sing about it on the opening track. I say, I love it when you see my status because you always the first. So every time I post something, she's always on the top 5. You know? So I know she's well aware of this album being out, and I think she ain't dumb. But never say who it is. She might be like, yeah, it is you. It is you.
Oh, fuck that, my guy. The girl has this in her head, like, why is he doing this? Why did he do this? Like, shit. Okay, I hope.
She's like, I hope my boyfriend doesn't find out. I don't care about him.
Yeah, you made a song.
I made a simple album.
A simple song.
and I released on Valentine's Day as like what I don't know what gift to give you, but I'm giving you this album, and that's something that he won't ever do to you because he doesn't know how to sing. So
make it different. You just made it different. You just, if I give you this as a gift as her boyfriend, me the singer, I'm gonna give you this. So like literally just analyze.
Just personally, you guys as my friends, what do you guys think I should do? Do you guys think I should go and talk to her and just see what happens? Because you guys know I'm very shy, and the reason why she doesn't know about this is because I am very shy. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah.
So wait.
Oh, she's very shy. She is shy as well.
She's also being shy, apparently.
It's not cute. it's
It's
not
it's
cute
cute.
because
I'm sorry. It's
I
I say
think I
cute.
think I mean
Bro, you're shy. She's
I'm sure
shy.
she doesn't feel the same way because we just met. We just met like January 18. We just met. And I made this entire album in 2 weeks' time.
Damn, my guy.
Yeah, made the entire album
Jeez.
in 2
2
weeks'
weeks.
time for two reasons. First,
Non-stop.
because I didn't want the We Are Forever to be the sixth, and second, because I had to let it out so that I can actually move on and finish the We Are Forever album because the subjects of the matter was, clashing with each other. And I was like sitting trying to work on the We Are Forever. And I was like, oh man, this new girl. And I'm like, okay, here's the thing. All right. I even made a joke. I was there with Leo. We were working on the new songs for the Magoado album. And I was like, yo, babe, referring to my wife. I was like, who told you to leave? Now I'm liking someone else. How do you feel? And Leo was like, yeah, he said it. I didn't. So if you wanna like throw a lightning, just throw at him. And we were just laughing. We were just laughing at that. Just laughing like that.
Like you're playing with fire, my guy.
After, and this is something that nobody knows. Just when I made Deja Vu, and I made Deja Vu the day I met this girl. I made, and I had the chance to sleep. I don't really sleep much, especially when I'm working on stuff. I'm always creating, so I only sleep when I'm done. Deja Vu was a song that I was done, so I came home, I fell asleep, and my wife actually showed up, informed, and she said this thing, like, I'm so happy that you're moving on.
Hey guys, we had a bit of a technical difficulty with this episode, but we tried our best to make it work, and we did. And to our guests, thank you. We know it was a bit of a struggle, but we did our best to bring you the best episode, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the podcast. So, once again, sorry for the technical difficulties. I hope you enjoy and continue listening to the podcast.
And I was like, what do you mean? And she said, I have to go. And I proceeded to wake up. Very sad, And, this sixth album, although not the album for me, it actually means a lot. I like it. And so far, the review of people listening to it is being positive. It's the first time that this happens. An album of mine that people are actually praising it a lot. They're liking it a lot. And maybe because I sing it, actually are understanding, Because they were like, I had no idea that you could make songs this romantic. I'm like, I've been doing that, but hey, thanks. And as future projects go musically, we're preparing a live concert for April. So stay tuned because it's going to be a live concert, first time with a band. It's going to be incredible, and so stay tuned for that. September, the We Are Forever album and the rest of the project is going to be available as well. And as far as the other side of my entertainment business is regarding my King's Vision agency, management and singers as well. Just closed interesting deal with Luki, now under my management. Okay. Thank you. She is the biggest
Oh, congrats, bro.
name
Congrats.
under my belt so far. And the most famous artist that I worked with. So I'm happy about that. We're dropping an album on June, and a few days from now we're going to drop her new music video, the new album, and by November she's going to perform a live concert with a band as well. So that's big.
That was dope, bro. First, again, congrats.
Thank you. I've
been
trying to sign her since
that's dope.
2018, but due to some issues, you know. But yeah, bygones are bygones, and we're working now. And, as far as the model, there's this phenomenal girl. I really her. Her name is Lucy Mello, and she's in Bea. She's talented, and under my belt as well, I have some very, very interesting projects regarding her, and I hope that I can make those things happen this year as well. I also working with a beautiful, beautiful sunshine lady from Shimoyo. She's very, very beautiful. Again, I have some big plans for her. It all gets done very soon, and that's pretty much it. You know, I don't like to talk that much about certain things. I just want those things happen, make everybody happy as soon as they're out. And I hope that this year thing for me as an artist, and well, the good side of all of this media frenzy is the attention that I'm getting. You know, the fan base rising and growing. You know, that gives me more space to show off my work for a new group of people. So hope that these people that are tuning in to Camille don't leave, because this is yet to come.
Yes, that's the thing, bro. Yeah.
So that I can show you guys the new songs of Forever album. Working on 20 actually working on 30 songs in that album, but 13 of them are done. So you guys need to come listen to it. And I say this, you won't recognize that it's your friends singing those songs.
Hey,
we should schedule it for next 11 p.m. sharp. What about that?
God, bro, damn! I don't even know.
Hey, just
unless you want to be sleeping in a jail cell.
I would like to go. I heard weird thing.
No. He wants us to go out singing that stupid song for some reason that I don't want to sing it right now. All around.
And we will dance with the cops.
Like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, that's his fault.
Yo, hey, before we go,
that was the idea, guys. That was
a few nights I heard it's coming from at times that people were supposed to be at home. I heard Munatu drifting his car at 2 a.m. So I'm sure dude was like, I'm bored and high on meth. Let's just go out and make noise, and when my Indians chase me, I'm gonna eat all. Because that's what he was doing at 2 a.m. The same night, I heard this dude upstairs saying, "Leave me alone. I don't care about no cops. Go tell you." All right. So one of these, I'm gonna get drunk and leave the house as well. I'm gonna
just literally just go down.
Singing
Like, I don't
sing.
care. Come on, arrest me. Oh God, no.
Dean, give me the.
No,
Give me the.
don't. Do not. Do not.
Where is Dean?
Do not.
Can you
Yeah.
give it?
I'm here. I don't know if I approve of you leaving the house to do that, but I approve the song.
I know. You know. I don't want to do this. I don't. You know why? She's such a nice person. She's a great singer. It's just that one song,
That's
that just got
You
to
ever
me
put
in a
out so
different
far?
way. Like,
I'm telling you, Dean, don't you?
you're lovely.
And Mel, it's not a bad song,
It
okay?
ain't.
And
It
that's
ain't
my
a
personal
song.
opinion. It's
I
not
actually
a bad
have
song.
the video. To post it as soon as you wrap this. It's reposted. Yeah, I'm gonna send it
just
to you.
when
I'm gonna send
do,
it to
I'ma
you
go
first.
check it. She's so nice. She is so nice. Okay, she's so nice.
Oh yeah,
It's
we know,
me,
we know,
I'm the
we know.
problem, okay, I'll admit I'm the problem. Like legit, like I was like, oh, I'm fine with this. Then the song plays, and I'm like, oh, Kevin,
Extreme
what
ink.
is your
Extreme
hearing,
ink.
my guy? Do you enjoy this? Is this no? It's so funny. I follow her. I also follow her sister. I'm
On
I'm
her,
putting
the
out
sister,
there,
or her,
I
her.
kind of got a crush on her. Just saying.
Oh
Just
yeah,
saying.
we both crushed the system. All of us,
The
you,
sister,
myself,
my guy.
Elio, Leo, Dean. I'm not. I'm joking. Not Dean. I'm joking. Adelaide. Dean is off.
That D, that
limits.
fucking
Yeah.
D. No.
But the rest
Dean
of
is
us,
off
all
limits.
of us,
Off limits.
and she knows it. I told her. She knows it.
Legit.
I told her.
It's
I told her.
good. It's good that
She
she
came
knows
to me
this
once
age,
last
bro.
year,
I'm
very
sorry.
weird. She's
Just
like,
saying.
yo,
Wow.
do you think dudes hey, thinking about me? I'm like, oh yeah, we do. I said,
Whoa.
you know?
Like you're pretty and all, but damn.
She wanted
That's a
to hear the
question.
truth.
That is the
She's
question.
great. She's a very cool
Damn.
person. I like her a lot. Any more questions, or we can go?
All right, people. No.
Yeah, we can.
Thank you so much for the invite. I really appreciate it. This was like, for real, the best interview.
Thank you so much, Camille Tafkat, for joining us
Man, it was our pleasure.
and for taking part in our little session of fuck ups. That's all I can say.
And I can tell you this: we did not say ass on this episode.
All right, let me just
You
now.
just said it. You
say
just
goodbye
Now,
to the
bitch.
people that
Yes.
listen to your podcast.
Yes.
Thank you, fans of the podcast, for listening to me say fucked up ass shit. And thank you for my fans.
Yes.
To my for being the best fans. And I just wanna say to Nikisha that she is the best and she should listen to that album. And it said the name right there. Do the math.
Ooh, boy.
It's the alcohol. I was
Hey,
drinking, so it's
hey,
the alcohol,
Hey, my boy. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Camille Tafkat, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys on the next episode. I've been Dina San and my co-host Kevin William to
Kevin's pictures.
Let's go and let's log out. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Peace, guys. Thank you.